Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, Cos Reps Corners. Like I always say, it's my corner, guys. It's your corner and it's our corner. In today's video, I will be doing something very different. Please forget my voice. I'm supposed to be sleeping by now, but I couldn't sleep. You know why? I just saw something now and I said, wow, this would be nice to show to my family and friends on YouTube, and that's why I brought it. Few days ago, we lost our mother, the Queen of England. If you remember, or the person we known as Queen Elizabeth II. In Nigeria, then we used to call her Queen Eliza. I was still very young when we used to call her Queen Eliza, or we call her Mama Charlie. I don't know if you're a Nigerian, please confirm if I'm lying with these two names. So when she passed on, or will I say, because I didn't know when this comment came out, but I saw it some hours after the announcement that yes, she has passed on. Do you understand? So what happened was that someone, I don't know if, I believe the person is a Nigerian, wrote a comment on her Twitter, Instagram status. The person happens to be a professor in a university in the USA. Just calm down and watch with and follow me up. I'm trying to put it in a way so that you get to where I'm coming from and where I'm going to, so that you see why such comments came out. She made this post. Let me put it here so that you see it. She said, I heard the chief monarch of a thieving, raping, genocidal empire is final. May her pain be excruciating. Some persons will say, why would she say this? What kind of a statement is this? To an extent, somebody under wrote, what a hateful thing to say. Then she replied, I only wish my hatred had effect on her that a monarchy had on people. Had on people. That is my bone of contention. Follow me. Had on people. That is my bone of contention. English will not kill me. English will not kill me. You understand? Now, see this. Had on people. When she made this statement, I just shared with us. In fact, the university she was teaching, she was lecturing, came out to say, please, we are not with her. Let me put it here. I'll leave a comment here. Let me put it here so that you see what the university came out to say. The university said, I will not name the name of the university. That's not my concern. You will see it there. He said, a statement regarding recent social media post by Uju Anya. Uju Anya was this lady here. If you look, you see her name there. Who made that post? She's a university professor in the USA. The name of the university, you will see it there. I will paste it. You will see. If you can look at it up, you will see it. He said, we do not condone the offensive and objectionable messages posted by Uju Anya today on our personal social media account. Free expression is core to the mission of higher education. However, the views she shared absolutely do not represent the values of the institution, nor the standard of discourse we seek to foster. That was what the university came out to say in a statement. Pasted immediately, Uju Anya made this post. Now, look at these two posts. You will notice one thing. I am not here to talk about it, but I am here to talk about this particular comment made by Uju Anya. He said, look at it again. I'm trying to show you something. He said, I only wish my hatred had an effect on her that a monarchy had on my people. Look at that statement. And this brings me to what I have come to share with us. If will I say a content creator like me, I think she's on Facebook, did a video, I'm going to bring it to you so that you will hear it yourself, so that you will see where Uju Anya was coming from. I want you to get the genesis. I have come here now to show you the genesis of what Uju Anya, a professor in one of the universities in USA, came out to say, so that you will see why Uju made this statement. I only wish my hatred had the effect on her that a monarchy had on my people. The bone of contention here for me, for Uju, is because of this, my people. How something happened. I'm not here to say it. I want you to hear it yourself. You can hear things yourself. And I tell you, your ear will tingle. Your impression will change. In my place, we call it with transbanwe. Hey, you see, you will see where Uju and some other persons are coming from. Don't judge people because you want to judge them. Everybody have his own freedom of speech and the right to say, I do this, I do that, I will not do this. It's a freedom. There's a freedom of speech, mainly when you are in the Western world. When Uju made that post, I said, what was really going on? But I tell you, she has this impression that I later changed to have. That's what I have now. At a point, you could, if you're watching this video, at a point, I tell you, you will feel sober as an African, as a Nigerian. I will not talk much. Like I said, I'm not going to touch any form. I'm going to bring it weight so that you hear and you see things, so that you see where Uju was coming from. I want to thank all of us for being here with me. I really do appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for things you do for me. I don't take them for granted. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. Till I come away next time till you see me in your screen, I leave us with this documentary. I call it documentary. Watch with me. Let's go.
Together, and they decide to dig this well. They dug this well. They added black magic in it.
Ooh.
So by taking the slaves from that jetty, the way we move to this place, but not as easy as we move. When they get to this place, they'll fetch the water, and there's incantation they recite before taking the water. I will send you that incantation. So they will recite it. After taking the water, this is the last thing our forefathers remember. And they will move them down to the point of no return, where we are going to. That black magic they added in this water will spend up to 3 to 4 months in our forefathers' brain. Because the ship will spend up to 3 to 4 months on the sea. It depends on the distance of the country they are taking them to. If the country is far, they will spend 4 months. If the country is close, they will spend 3 months. So for that 3 months, they won't remember anything. I just imagine that then, how would they feel when they get to unknown man's land? What do you remember? I drank water, and after that, what about you? I drank water, and you? I drank water, and they forgot everything. Now they will have new memory. So they forget everything here. And male domestic slaves were mostly bred in Havana, Cuba. Havana, Cuba. And male slaves were castrated that time.
Were castrated?
They castrate the male slave because a white man cannot leave a black slave at home with his wife or daughter. So they have to castrate them. The male slave became huge and tall. So they use them as domestic slave. Maybe they want to carry something, they want to work on the farm, maybe there's an issue between the master and somebody, they will send that slave to go and fight. So that was how they use our forefathers. But out of the slaves that were castrated then, I was the only one that was not castrated, and you have the opportunity to meet with me.
You were not there.
Proceed?
No, you were not there.
People were asking if I was there. I was there. I was giving birth to 1802.
He's just 27 years old, so he learned all of this. So let's go. We are going to the point of no return. Like I keep saying, we must return in Jesus' name.
Yes, because we are not slaves.
Yeah, guys. So we are at the place of no return. I don't know why. I don't feel good. It is well. So what do you have to say about this place?
I welcome everyone to the point of no return. So this is where they take our forefathers, and from there they take them on the ship. Now, the way we move from that jetty to this place, the same way they move the slave, but not as easy as we move because they have charcoals on them. And when they get to this place, there will be many boats here also. The ship cannot come to the shore. The ship will park in the middle of the sea. That's not the middle of the sea, but where we see as the middle of the sea, that's where the ship will park. And they'll bring many boats here. So they will arrange the slave in those boats, like 16, 17, 16, 15, 17. And the boats will take them to the ship. They arrange them in the boat. This is where our forefathers said bye to this country. And why do we call this place the journey to unknown destination? If you look at this water from that end round to this end here, if you look at it round to this end, I can't tell you if it is land that is after that water. You can't tell me if it is forest that is after that water. Nobody can tell us what is after that water. What we are just saying is water. So if I take you on this water, can you tell me where I'm taking you to?
No.
Only if I tell you that this is where I'm taking you to on this water. That's why we call it the journey to unknown destination.
See, why is that why the water is like this? Why is like that place is high?
That place is high and this place is low. That's how water looks like. So you're welcome to the point of no return. But we will return because we are not slaves. So you're welcome once again.
So we're going to the slave market now.
Yes. That's Blikiti slave market. Let's proceed.
Hi guys, so we are currently at the slave market. Slave market, right?
Yes.
So what were they doing here then?
Blikiti slave market. So this
What is it called?
Blikiti slave market. So this is where they sold more than 3,000 slaves every market days.
Every market days.
And we have what we call dungeon.
Sorry, can you increase your voice a little?
There's what we call dungeon here,
Okay.
underground cell.
Okay.
And you have privilege to see some of these things
Okay.
here. So let's meet our curator here.
Okay, this is our curator.
Nobody want to take us around.
Curator, hi. Nice to meet you. So what are you going to be showing us today?
I'm showing you the Badagry slave market.
This is these are the people that witnessed the signing of the abolition of slave trade. I guess these are the missionaries, the missionary rules. This statue here tell us about the missionary rules.
Okay, can you go that way? So I can take it very well.
Abolition of slave trade.
Okay, let him finish and come and tell us about it. Okay. Badagry Gallery.
Yeah.
Wow.
So over here you see some event that took place during the transatlantic slave trade.
Okay.
So we have over here we have part of a man spotted a British slave merchant spotted in slave ship in the slave era heading towards Badagry to carry slaves. So that's what's happening over there. And over here we have King Mewu, a crown of Badagry.
Who was King Menu?
Mewu, a slave trader.
Okay.
A slave trader. So he was discussing with the Europeans.
Okay.
You can see the Europeans picture here, and this is our own chief.
Okay, face it here instead. Okay.
So this is our own chiefs, and this discussion they have over here now led to what happened here.
Okay.
So the king now gave them portion of land over there in Gberefu. That is the point of no return.
Okay.
So to build their camp.
Okay.
So each European country with their camp.
Okay.
So for example, you see England.
Okay, go ahead, ma.
No. Let him finish this one.
Okay.
So, for example, the English, England, all those in Spain with their camp. So each different country with their camp. So and over here we have Badagry warlord Posu. The man Posu.
Okay. Badagry warlord Posu.
Baba has told you about Posu over there before.
Okay.
So Posu, he led an attack on Port Novo around 1783. So to capture slaves. So and this slave boat in Ketonu, Benin Republic. So over here we have slave tunnel in Ganho quarters, Badagry.
Okay.
So this is the slave tunnel.
Okay.
So and over here we have the Badagry slave port, which was established in 1510. So this is the spirit attenuation well on the way to the point of no return.
Yes. Okay.
So the water they gave them to lose their memory or to make them less aggressive. So, and this is King Adele of Lagos, who took asylum in Badagry around 1821 to 1835 after he was dethroned by his own brother. So, and this Topa, that is Port, was named after the king. That is Adele Topa, popularly called Badagry Waterfront now.
Okay.
So, and over here we have Thomas Jefferson Bowen, the man who saw some slaves being marching from the suburb of Muwo, Badagry. So he now later reports that, and this is the arrival of Hugh Clapperton and Richard Lander to Badagry. So they have been welcomed by Badagry chiefs. The man that was tried outside, Hugh Clapperton and Richard Lander, this is their arrival.
Okay.
So over here, this is the Portuguese now reporting the arrival of Richard Lander and Hugh Clapperton to the then king.
Okay.
So reporting them that they are British spy, this and that.
Okay.
So
what of the one down here?
So this is Nigerian colonial town of Badagry, one of the African first slave ports that was established in 1851.
Okay.
So this over here we have the main purpose Richard Lander visited Badagry is to propagate a legitimate trade around it after the signing of the abolition treaty in 1807 in Europe.
Okay.
So that is the main purpose he was in Badagry.
Okay.
So that's what they are discussing over there. And over here we have a tank crier. You know, in olden days, is you hit metal gun to pass information to the people. So that is what is happening here now.
Okay.
So in 1888, this guy here is hitting the gong, passing information to the people of Badagry that there is no more slavery in Badagry land.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Okay.
All right, so over here, we have some things that are used in capturing slaves. Okay. We have the shambets, we have the chains, we have the African drums, and some pictures that talks about how they capture them. Over here, the shambets were used by the slave hunters.
Okay.
So they use this shambet to invoke some spirits on themselves, because when they wear this shambet, they believe they will have some, spiritual power, and they will drink some concoction with a special cup over there. So over there we have the original slave chain and the liquor. The liquor is the gin that they use in exchange of human being. So all these things over here are medium of exchange. Why we have the African tallest drum. So over here we have the tallest drum in Africa. So this drum were usually beat by the stick workers. They call them angere in Yoruba language. The stick workers, and this drum, all the carvings on them are depicting the pre-colonial era down to the slave trade era. So all the carvings, you'll be seeing them. These are some of our men, These are people on the water sailing the boats. These are your masquerade.
Okay.
We have them, we have the Oba. And this is the transatlantic triangular slave trade. So all this carving is talking about the events from the pre-colonial era down to the transatlantic slave trade era. You can see from the transatlantic slave trade era, there's no much events that took place anymore. So, and over here we have how the slaves were being, transferred from the hinterland down to the slave markets. From Oyo, Ogun, Ekiti, Ondo, and the rest. And over here we have the needless, victim of the needless during the transatlantic triangular slave trade. These are some slaves. And over here we have the Voduno, that's the chief priest of the vacated shrine, performing some rituals for the slaves before they will embark on the journey through the Atlantic Ocean. You know, the shrine itself is a goddess of winds, ocean, and prosperity. So this is how they appease the goddess before they will embark on the journey. And over here, this was how Samuel Ajayi Crowther was captured in his own town called Oshogo, that's present Oyo State, in 1821. So let's move down to slave market around the world. So these are sugarcane plantation. How they were
Slave market.
Plantation.
Okay.
So over here, this is slave market around the world.